Welcome to Seawaywhiskywire. Tonight on the bar, we've got the Springbank 10-year-old Campbeltown single malt Scotch whiskey. Stay tuned. Well, hey guys, thanks for coming back after the intro. I'm Tyler, and tonight on the bar, I've got a Scotch whiskey that really needs no introduction in the Springbank 10-year-old Campbeltown single malt Scotch whiskey. But before we get into the overview of the bottle here and the tasting notes and profile, if you have yourself something from Campbeltown, if you got yourself something from Springbank, maybe you got the Springbank 10-year-old, maybe you got Springbank 12 cask strength, maybe you got something from Long Grow or Hazelburn, and you want to pour yourself a dram and drink along with me, please do so. I encourage it. It makes life a heck of a lot better for you guys on the other end, and I enjoy you guys drinking along with me. So what can I tell you guys about the Springbank distillery that hasn't already been said? Well, not a whole lot. I mean, it is one of the most famous distilleries and most renowned distilleries in all of Scotland. But what I can tell you is that the Springbank distillery is located in Campbeltown in Scotland, and is one of the most iconic traditional whiskey producers in the country. And it was established back in 1828 and remains family owned to this day, and is known for its commitment to traditional methods of floor malting, distillation, maturation, bottling, and it's all done on one site. This makes Springbank very special and very particular. They do things the old way, and if you listen to Ralphie about recommendations for some of the other whiskey brands out there, other whiskey distilleries, they can do themselves a service by increasing the time as opposed to trying to reduce the time. And that's something that Springbank has remained unchanged over the years and years and years, and what makes it so special and really, I think, impacts the profile specifically. So yeah, this makes Springbank one of the few distilleries in Scotland that is fully self-contained, and it's renowned for its diverse range of its distillery products, as it produces 3 different styles of single malt whiskey. So you've got the Springbank, which is kind of like your medium profile in there. Then you've got the heavily peated Long Grow, and then you've got the unpeated version, which is the Hazelburn. And they're each with their unique flavor and profile, and Springbank is celebrated for its craftsmanship and dedication to quality, making it a favorite among whiskey enthusiasts. And guys, I got this bottle, on a whim via a lottery in the summertime. Was stoked to get it, and stoked to share it with you guys. I did a video a while back. I'll probably put a thing up here around talking about it or pumping it a bit. You're welcome to go watch it, where I kind of give you my first impressions on it. I've had a little bit of time with the bottle, and I've shared a little bit, just a little bit, with some friends and family to give them a little sniff of it. But mainly I've kept it pretty close to myself, and I've really been trying it very sparingly. But I did enjoy a few drams to prepare for this review here. So what can I tell you guys about this release of Springbank 10-year-old that I have? Well, obviously it comes in with an age stamp of 10 years of age. This whiskey was produced in the Campbeltown region of Scotland. Comes in with an ABV of 46%, non-chill filter, no color added, just the way we like it. And it states it prominently on the bottle here on the back. Comes in with a 60% ex-bourbon cask matured and 40% ex-sherry. And I didn't know up until recently about the date code. If the date code matters to anybody from a release, the bottle that I am reviewing here is 02-11-23. Very neatly put that on there, and it is bottle 23 out of 232. And with that, let's get into the presentation of the bottle. Mine's a little scuffed up. I don't know if it would happen from shipping. I don't think so, because of the guys I got it from, so I shipped it very well to me. So it was probably scuffed up when it came into them. Honestly, I don't really care. As far as the packaging is concerned, pretty par for the course for Springbank. Very nice bottle here. I love how it's got the Springbank embossed on it here. And the label, pretty plain Jane, not a whole lot of information on it. It does state that it's non-chill filter. It does state there's no color added in there on the back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But classic Springbank bottle, classic Springbank label. Really enjoy it. Actually, they did rebrand it a couple years ago, but I do prefer this particular labeling of it. So it gets a pass on that. Not that the presentation really matters on this legendary whiskey. So with that, let's get into the color of the Springbank 10-year-old Campbeltown single malt Scotch whiskey. I've already poured myself a dram of it here, so remove my little cap here, and we'll get in and take a look at this naturally colored product. No color added. So it's very, very nice, rich color, vibrant gold. Good quality cask selection in there, and even just standing back here, the bar is filling up with the beautiful aromas of that Springbank 10-year-old. All right. Well, with that, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get into the nose and see what we can pick up off the Springbank 10-year-old Campbeltown single malt Scotch whiskey. So let's get into it. So the nose is something special. It's very, very vibrant nose. Nothing offensive on this nose whatsoever to me. First up, I'm picking up a nice dose of sweet butterscotch. Some toffee notes. Then I'm getting some fruit on there. Got some pears, some pineapples, apples, some cherries. It's very almost like a fruit cup, like you know the little fruit cups you get as a kid with the simple syrup, the pears, the apples, the grapes, all that kind of in the little cup. One of the little tin ones there used to pull off there. Maybe I'm really dating myself now when I say that, but yeah, the fruit cocktail cups definitely. Some peach maybe on there too, and some lemon lime citrus there. And then the back end is kind of interesting. It's like an industrial, almost like a diesel or gas fume kind of bit to it there. And maybe like, you know, just like a shop, like a, when anyone takes shop class back in high school, back where I come from, that's what it smells like. Diesel fuel, petrol at the back, and then a whole bunch of fruit and sweets on it there. Beautiful, beautiful nose. Well, I've let it rest here for about 25 minutes before I started making the videos. I can't wait anymore. Let's get into the palate and the taste and see what we can get out of the Springbank 10-year-old. So I'm looking forward to this, guys. Slanja, to your health, and let's dive into it. So, very rich, full flavor, mouth coating, mouth watering, great mouth feel, great texture. Right up front, I'm getting that toffee, some honey in there. Back to that kind of simple syrup, that fruit cocktail, kind of juices there. And then it's all the fruits again, the pears, the pineapples, the peaches, the citrus notes in there, the lemon lime, the pineapple. Yeah, very nice. Gonna go for one more sip, guys, and probably a few more after that. It's definitely a whiskey drinker's dram. Very complex. Yeah, sweet notes of the honey and the toffee into that fruit cup component with all the fruits under it there, the pears, the pineapples, the lemons, peach, and then you get this nice finish, this earthy peat, this kind of, you know, it's kind of like a farm or like a working farm or like an, I don't know, very industrial. Like if someone spilled oil on the dirt and then was running over it and it created some dust in there, and you had that bit of diesel in the air, that gas and the fumes in the air. I know it doesn't sound overly, overly good when I say it like that. Trust me, it's wonderful, and it complements the fruit and the sweets in there very well. But you know what? The biggest thing with this dram is the balance. And maybe that's more kind of tying into the finish of it. But it's a very well-balanced dram. Very transitional, but very well-balanced. And I think you'll hear that from a lot of folks who really enjoy Springbank. So let's get into the finish on the Springbank 10-year-old. Such a lovely whiskey. I have one more sip, and I'll give you my thoughts on the finish. So medium finish for sure. Really one of these whiskeys you really got to take the time to appreciate. You know, I'm not making any cuts in this video. Like, I'm holding it that long in my mouth and I'm just enjoying it and having it coat every piece of my mouth. It's just very, very, very enjoyable. Well balanced, just the right amount of peat, just the right amount of sweet, just the right amount of fruit in there, and very, very vibrant. I mean, this is a distillery that has been around for years and years and years and years. 1828 it was founded, and I mean, you know, I don't know what they've done to upgrade, but whatever it is hasn't changed probably in 150 years. And I mean, it shows. You know, they've left the time in here, and because of that, it just makes a better product. They're probably being very choosy on what they take in as far as the raw materials. They're doing everything on site. They have control over everything. They're family owned and operated. It's very, very, very controlled and collected on how their approach to whiskey is. And I mean, this is a company that doesn't spend a whole lot of money on marketing, and rightfully so. They don't have to. I mean, everybody knows Springbank. At least if you get into the whiskey, industry, or you want to become an enthusiast, or you're getting into Scotch, you'll hear about it, bar none. And likely how you found this video, and it's just, you know, it's still a whiskey that gets me excited today. I can't wait to try some more Springbank. I can't wait to try some Long Grow and some Hazelburn. I think everything they're doing, from, if this is an indication, which, you know, being an entry from Springbank, it's fantastic. And I mean, if you get a chance to pick up anything from them, I would say just do it. I mean, obviously don't do it if the price is outrageous, but I mean, if you have the opportunity to, and it presents itself at a good price, like this one did for me, I'm saying you have to go and do it. And with that, we'll get into the value proposition on this particular release. So I got this bottle for 110 bucks. That's what I paid retail for it, from a company out west that I won the lottery on. And I mean, I felt like I'd won the whiskey lottery when I got the opportunity. And I know, yeah, it's just a bottle of Springbank 10, but I mean, newer to the game, and never really, never seen a Springbank in real life. I was excited to grab it, and I did. I took the opportunity, and I seized it. And the finish is still going. Maybe I'll upgrade it to a medium long finish. It's a very good finish. But yeah, all day long at $110, 109 bucks, even with shipping. I think that's what it was. And I mean, like, to me, it was a steal. It's a fabulous whiskey, fabulous product from a fabulous, famous distillery, legendary bottle. And yeah, if you get the opportunity, go out and seize it. Well, guys, that's my review of the Springbank 10-year-old Campbeltown single malt whiskey. So if you like what we're doing here at seawaywhiskywire, you guys know that drill. Like and subscribe down below. And hey, don't forget to check me out on Instagram at seawaywhiskywire. And if you guys are still hanging around this long into the video, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Love coming down here to the basement. And well, you know what? I do it for you guys, but I also do it for me, obviously. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you around. Hopefully you get yourselves some Springbank 10 in your life, or some Springbank cast strength, or some Long Grow, or some Hazelburn, something from this distillery, because it is just that darn good. And that's where I'm going to leave you guys. So take care. All the best. I'll see you around. Bye for now, guys.
Thank you.